Why is it that some people just instantly create that spark, that likability, while others get zero to no attention? We all have had these people in our group or in our social circle who just instantly seem to be so likable. One of the reasons why you're here on this video is because maybe you're wondering whether people like you, they don't like you. Maybe you're worrying about what people think about you, how you can create that spark, that instant connection. So if you want someone to think about you non-stop without begging, chasing, or even playing games, then the secret is in manipulation. It's in psychology. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about some science-backed, some psychology-backed techniques, how you can create that sense of likability and people will instantly get attracted to you. See, the fact is that people don't get addicted to you, but they get addicted to how they feel when they're with you. Think about people in your life you want to spend more time with, because likability has a lot to do with that emotional high that you've experienced with them. And which is why some people just linger in your mind for years. So if you've ever been stuck thinking about somebody, possibly that they might have created some emotional imprint on you. So let's flip the script and create that same effect, that same spark, while staying authentic and confident. See, likability is based on 4 pillars: charisma, confidence, your approach, and your connection. And based on these 4 pillars is how you can create effect on others. So number 1, appearance and charisma. See, while looks are important and it really changes the way you look at yourself, because you start to feel really confident in the way you look, you present yourself, but there's a lot more to it. Imagine someone who looks absolutely smashing and looks like a damsel, but can't create or secure that connection with someone. Doesn't work, right? Because it's like getting a coffee machine because it looks good on your kitchen top, but the use case is zero because you don't have coffee or nobody in your family has coffee. So you want to make sure that your use case is better than just your appearance. So likability is more like developing yourself, like your aptitude, your attitude, your personality, your potential, and most importantly, your quality of life. So there was a study on charisma, that what exactly charisma is, and it says that the combination of emotional expressiveness, enthusiasm, drive, eloquence, vision, self-confidence, responsiveness towards others makes a person a good and charismatic leader. People are comfortable with them and feel inspired by their behavior and action. Basically, your charisma is a combination of many things. So how can you be charismatic as a person? Number 1, work on your personality, that is the looks, your appearance. You know, one of the things that I've really applied in my life, there was this time when I would just casually dress up in pajamas and just roam around, but now things have changed for me, and that has truly made me more confident even when I have nowhere to go. Also, while you work on your appearance, it's also important to have this drive for life, and that also impacts your confidence, which is our second pillar. Having that I am the prize mentality. So what I mean by this prize mentality, a lot of people think that the grass is greener on the other side. When you're focusing on other people, what others are doing, how great they are, or they have a great dressing sense, when you look at somebody, you're subconsciously, of course, comparing yourself with them. And you start to put yourself down. You have this victim mentality. Instead of having that mentality, try to flip and think about you as the prize. That's someone who is going to be in your life. You are the prize for them. Because when you doubt yourself, you start to over-explain yourself. You try to please people in a bit to be likable as a person. You try to overprove, you try to chase people. Because trust me, there's nothing more unattractive than neediness, because it lowers your perceived value. So you have to really value yourself. You have to think that you have some substance. You have something in you that's unique, and there's something that makes you stand out from the crowd. So you have to focus on your strength, and that truly makes you confident. So be confident in who you are, what your strengths are, and try to work on your strengths. Like it said, strengthen your strengths, which will indirectly weaken your weaknesses. Well, another mistake that people also do while they're working on their confidence, and which I want you to stop doing, is they make a mistake of being overly nice. It's like doing things in a bid to appease them, to be likable, to be attractive in someone else's eyes. And that takes us back to what I just said, that you often tend to feel that the grass is greener on the other side because you look at somebody else being so nice and so charismatic. And this is my mantra, and I truly believe and I stand by it, is the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener on the side where you water it. Water your grass. Water your personality. Become better as a person, which then takes us to our third point, which is connection. Connection comes from this genuine warmth. When you are approachable as a person, that's when people can connect with you. Now think about a room full of people. You can completely sense who is approachable, who isn't. Think about someone who has a poker face, frown face, has a straight face, doesn't show these set of emotions, or doesn't include himself or herself in conversations. That person is not approachable. And when you're not approachable, you cannot create connection or show that genuine warmth, which means you lose the chance of being likable as a person. And in order to create that connectivity, you have to learn the art of communication. Trust me, conversations are the key. Communication is the key. So one of the things that I truly stand by is listen to understand and not to respond, not to speak up. So in order to create that connectivity, to create that genuine warmth, ask them questions. Ask them about their own life or the recent set of events that has affected them. And when you think that there's some tension in the conversation, just be playful. Try to tease, have that little humor when you have that conversation. This brings different varied set of emotions, and those set of emotional highs is what creates likability. Because people remember intense emotions, not the neutral ones. So when you create more memorable or emotionally charged conversations, you become unforgettable as a person. That also gives you that ability to connect on a deeper level. And trust me, there's nothing as important a component as having that ability to connect with somebody on a real, deep, raw level. Also, there's another book that I truly love, which is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you've read this book, make sure that you tell me in the comment box what do you really like about this book. Although I like everything, but there's one thing that really stands out is seek first to understand than to be understood. We are always in this race of wanting to be understood by somebody else. But if you understand somebody, or if you really seek to first understand them, their emotions, their set of experiences, you automatically come into their inner circle. In fact, the study in social psychology also says that people are drawn to those who make them feel heard, seen, and understood. Also, another form of creating that connectivity with others is through this technique called mirroring, which means try to imitate their energy. Let's say if they are completely high on their energy, you try to match their level, their vibe, their energy. If they are completely calm, composed, then you try to match their energy and get into that zone. When someone's matching your energy, you automatically feel way more inclined to have that sense of conversation, to have that connection. So if they go deep, you go deep. If they become playful, you be playful. Think about someone you clicked with instantly. It's because you had this feeling that, oh, they got me, they understood me, they know what I'm trying to tell them. Which takes us to our 4th pillar, which is attitude. Try to have this positive, playful attitude. Think about someone who's a complainer, who keeps complaining, bickering about everything in life. You wouldn't want to be with that person, right? Another reason why people also complain is because they take everything personally. So the best way to create that sense of likability is to not take everything personally. Whatever someone does is more to do with them than to do with you. So have this playful approach, have this, try to break in with some humor, some light comment. Now, if you've been brought up in a situation surrounding or environment which hasn't been light, like for me, I wasn't born in a playful environment, although all of us like light and chill, but we didn't have humor as our first language, as our first approach. But that doesn't mean that you cannot develop that personality, that skill. You can always develop it. So learn that skill to be playful. Learn that skill to, add in humor to life. Because the key to make someone addicted to you or to make someone like you isn't manipulation. It's about understanding human behavior. It's about understanding human psychology and creating that captivating personality. So while looks, money, and status is a good thing to have, and these are the components that add to your likability, but trust me, there's nothing more powerful than how you make someone feel. So if you truly want to be likable as a person, charisma is the way to do it. Confidence, owning yourself, having that I'm the prize mentality is the way to do it. Having that genuine connection with someone, making them feel seen, heard, and allowing that safe space for them to open up and be vulnerable and create that sense of highs, and allowing them to experience different series and sets of emotions. And most importantly, having that playful approach, that humor, that, creating that spark. That's what makes you likable as a person. I hope that you truly like this video. So now tell me in the comment box, what exactly did you like about this video, and what's that one area that you're going to start applying in your life? And I will see you next week. Till then, bye-bye.